So today, we're playing the Ranger, and we have an awesome run today with the still very much broken hardwood skill, giving our wooden swords 150% increased damage. But that's not all, we're pairing with a CARROT GOOBERT, allowing us to stack up a lot of empower for some insane damage boosts. But hey, check this run out and let me know what you think of this build. Okie dokie, let's go and jump some unranked games with the Ranger and see what we can do today. So first of all, I'm going to grab a short bow. We could craft up a Fortune's Hope. I'm not going to though. I do want to keep these the way they are. I'm going to roll once. And I'm actually going to grab another wooden sword. Now, actually, I'm going to grab one of these, craft up a shell totem for right now. And 2 gold left. I'm going to roll, and I might actually reserve another wooden sword with a banana. And I'm going to rock on with this situation. Now, our stamina is going to be a big problem as it is, but we should be in a pretty decent spot for this first run. However, opponent's also going to have a lot of damage with that spear. So, unfortunately, that spear is just way too much damage for us right now. Now that is a flame badge, but I'm not going to take it for this round. I'm going to prioritize grabbing another wooden sword. I'm actually going to sell our short bow in favor of actually grabbing another one. Let's grab a health pot. Let's grab one stone. Let's roll. That is a pair of gloves, which I'm going to grab, and we're probably going to go for claws of attack. Now, I'm going to take out one of these lucky clovers so we can actually add in our gloves to target our banana. That way we can keep up our stamina, because with the shell totem and 2 bananas, our stamina is going to be a big problem, especially going to begin a wooden buckler. So the more bananas we do have in, the more stamina we're going to have, which should be fantastic. And now, unfortunately, our shell totem is not actually stacking up that in power, which is going to be a little bit problematic for us. However, it's not looking too bad though. We do have our health pot to keep us healthy. And overall, smashing. Really awesome. Now that's another wooden sword. Just pausing the video here very quickly, just to ask you to subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. First off, let's take this fanny back. Let's make sure this banana goes as fast as possible. Let's actually craft up claws attack. Let's actually reserve this wooden sword. I'm going to roll once. I do actually want this shiny shell pretty darn badly, to the point where I'm going to sell our stone and we can actually add this in. Now, do we craft up a second shell totem? I'm not going to. I'm going to keep our wooden swords right now. And we are going to move on, because I'm going to try and go for a hardwood type build. But we'll see. This opponent is going to have scaling damage with that eye lamp on that shovel. So that is going to be dealing quite a bit of damage. And we could be in trouble here, because if they inflict that blind, we don't get a heal with a shell totem, we're in big trouble. So unfortunately, we're going to bleed another life. Now, I was really hoping for the spinning for dummies, but we didn't get it, so unfortunately we're gonna have to choose something else. Now, Picky Pinata, I'm not gonna be taking no Piggy Banks. Stoned, don't exactly want this either, so we're gonna be taking Spicy Banana. That should be good. We should be taking this. Let's take our little wooden sword. Let's craft up a strong health pot. I'm actually gonna take out a wooden sword so we can actually add in our claws attack. Now with this setup, we should be in a much better position with a shell totem with a claws attack. And the wooden sword not gonna be doing as much DPS, but as long as our shell totem keeps our power stacked up, our spicy banana is going to keep us healthy, which means we should be able to get our power, which should increase the damage on our weapons. And honestly, not looking too bad. Smashed even. With the claws attack, we're also stacking up a little tiny bit more power overall. Now we got a strong health pot. We're going to be grabbing this Goobert for sure. We're going to be adding in our banana in this position. Let's add in our lucky clovers. Let's take another wooden sword. Let's roll once. Let's take another big old banana. Now again, we're going to have to lose out on our luck for right now. Now, also going to want to preserve this leather bag, but we do have to roll, because we do want to craft up a CARROT GOOBERT to be stacking up in power for all our wooden swords, which should be fantastic. Now, especially with our spicy banana in and our Goobert, we should have tons of healing, so we can stack up that in power super easily with that shell totem, which should be fantastic overall. And so far, not looking too bad. Smashed even. Now, card is amazing. Let's grab this. Let's slot it in for now. Let's roll once. That's the blueberries, another health pot. Some pretty good options, but not going to take either of them. Now, actually, I'm going to reserve a stamina sack. That is a turnip, which we could go for that. Turn bloom. Still not going to grab it. Going to continue on with this for now, and we're going to slot this in into this position for right now, so we can actually add in our lucky clovers in this card. That's going to be a little bit faster than the banana, and give us more of a heal overall. and we're going to move on. Now, we actually do want to preserve another lucky clover, because then if you do stack up a bunch of carrots, if we have 4 luck, we can start stacking up that in power. So it shouldn't be too bad. Now, we got gifted this fight, to be honest. The Acorn Collar is not anywhere near their weapons. They would have had a 10% more crit chance, which definitely would make a big difference here. But we have a ton of value, and overall smashing for us. We're going to grab the stamina stack. We're going to grab our lucky clover. We're going to have to grab this Acorn Collar. Super unfortunate, it is what it is. Now we're going to switch this so we get that crit chance on both our weapons. And we are going to move on. And now we have 3 wooden swords in our inventory, which is kind of crazy, but it is what it is. And now we should have a 34% crit chance on our weapons, which is pretty darn good actually. Definitely could be better. All we need to do is stack up a little bit more luck. Our opponent is also stacking up that in power with 2 shell totems. That dagger is going to be dealing quite a bit of damage. They do have that shield to negate a lot of our damage, and they do have that battle rage, but we should have a ton of healing. Way more healing than them. And smashing. Now, we do have a choice to make, and I'm going to go with the big bowl of treats. Big bowl of treats makes our bananas trigger faster, which means we're going to be getting more heat generated. Let's go ahead and grab it. Now, the crazy thing is, we could literally go for prismatic sword type builds. I'm going to grab the blueberries. I'm actually going to leave all these for right now. I'm going to roll. Let's continue to roll. Let's grab this fanny pack. Let's continue to roll. One more time. Now, unfortunately, I don't exactly want to waste any more golds rolling, so unfortunately, I'm going to leave it like this for right now. We did move our big ball of treats into this position, speeding up our bananas and our blueberries. So this should be a lot better for us. It should also start stacking up a lot of buffs for us. And it should overall be fantastic, while our Goobert keeps us alive. And honestly, not looking too bad whatsoever. And our opponent's also stacking up that in power, but we do have that crit chance. And overall, smashing. Now, we could have double prismatic sword by now, which is straight up craziness. We're going to take a blueberries. We're going to ignore it for now. We're going to grab this bit of storage. We're going to keep rolling. There is a mana orb on sale, which I'm actually going to grab for now, and I'm going to roll one more time. And we're just not finding that second carrot, which is super, super unfortunate. We are going to move on with the setup. We did put our mana orb in so we can generate up more mana, which means our blueberries eventually will start giving us luck, which means this card can actually stack up that in power for us, which should be fantastic. Otherwise, the mana orb is not going to be doing too much for us. But again, we're going to be stacking up that luck, which does stack up our crit chance, giving us 100% crit chance overall, and smashing. Super awesome. And we did get that hardwood, which is going to be amazing. So we're going to take it. Now all we need is another carrots. And should we take an extra sword? I think 4 swords is going to be quite enough. So let's take a stamina sack. Let's roll. Let's roll again. We're going to grab more storage. We're going to roll once more. Maybe twice more. And unfortunately, we just need 1 more card. That's all we really need. So I'm actually going to leave it for now. And we're just going to prioritize having 1 wooden sword in for now. But we'll see. Now, every time we get empowered, this should increase the damage of our wooden sword quite significantly, which should be fantastic. Basically, our DPS has increased by significant amounts. We're stacking up that luck, which means we're stacking up that crit chance. And so far, this wooden sword is dealing quite a bit of damage right now. And fantastic, we actually got our card right now, which is going to be straight up amazing. Now, we're going to prioritize another banana. We could go for an Excalibur type build on top of it, but I'm not going to. Let's go ahead and grab another stamina sack. And let's go ahead and slot this in for now. And now we can start prioritizing some squirrels. Once we get our card Goobert crafted up, we're going to be adding in our wooden swords, because that is going to be in power stacking for us. And we should be in a pretty good spot after that. But we'll see what we can do from here. Now, our opponent is Nocturnal Locklifter. They're going to get a ton of lifesteal, which could be problematic for us. However, we are going to be scaling up our damage the longer the fight goes on, and that wooden sword is dealing massive damage right now. And so far, super fantastic. And we got a CARROT GOOBERT, which is going to be amazing. We're going to start off by grabbing a squirrel. Let's go ahead and grab another lucky clover. Now, we do need another acorn collar. We're going to roll for now. Should we grab an extra bit of storage? I think we are going to have to grab it for now. And let's roll again. And that's another card, which I'm 150,000% going to grab it. And that is the 3rd prismatic orb we've seen. We could have triple prismatic sword instead of going for these wooden swords, which is straight up craziness. Now, unfortunately, we're going to sell our shell totem. We can't exactly afford to keep it anymore. We're going to buy our card for right now. We're going to slot it in this position. And we're going to prioritize our hardwood in this position. Now, unfortunately, we can't exactly fit in this wooden sword with a hardwood because our stamina is going to be really, really bad. We're going to need some stamina potions, that's for sure. But we'll see how this goes for now. We do have 3 bananas. We are going to be running through stamina pretty fast. To keep ourselves alive, we do have our claws of attacking because that is going to be a little bit more in power scaling, and it's also going to use up a lot less stamina. Now, we could take prismatic orbs. That way we could start a little bit more mana, which means we do stack up our crit chance even faster. It's a lot of gold though. I think I'm going to roll for now. And let's roll once more. Looking for some stamina potions, but we'll see how this goes. But right now, can we survive? Can we deal that big damage? We are a little bit of a scaling builds. We do need to stack up that in power. And that in practically large greatsword is dealing quite a bit of damage. But look at that damage. Amazing. We managed to get a 48 DPS within 7 seconds. Which is not too bad. As for heals, yeah, not so great for us. As for block, also not that great for us. But let's go ahead and see if we can actually make this a lot better. I'm actually going to grab another strong health pot. I'm going to roll once. And here we go. We've got ourselves that Baroque potion. We're going to grab this tiny little bit of storage and we're going to roll once more. And that's all we can really do for right now. But we should be in a little bit better spot with this Baroque potion. Now we'll see. We are going to get a Nocturnal Locklifter. They're going to have a ton of healing. But can we burst them down? Because that Empower is going to be scaling up and smashing. Honestly, we do have to survive for the first few seconds of the fight, but after that, we should be in a fantastic spot. I'm going to grab some sec. I'm eyeing up this Divine Potion, to be quite honest. So I'm thinking I'm actually going to grab it for now. I'm going to roll once. I'm going to roll twice too. And I'm going to rock on. Now we could grab this Glowing Crown to give us that invulnerability, but I don't exactly want to take it. Now this is looking quite interesting. A Spike Staff with a Bag Stones with some dragons. We could actually be in a lot of trouble. However, we do answer back with a lot of damage. But our heals is getting a lot better, which is not too bad. As for damage, still a 48 damage overall. But not too bad. Now I'm actually going to grab the armor since it's on sale. We're going to roll once. We're going to slot it in our stamina sack. Now we could honestly just take this bloody amethyst. We're going to reserve it. But I am going to roll once more. Twice more actually. And we are going to slot in our holy armor, giving us that little bit of block from the very beginning. Which should be pretty good. Now we probably should prioritize that helmet too, but I'm going to leave it. Especially going to begin a build that looks somewhat like this. Those stones are going to be dealing quite a bit of damage. And with our armor in, we should be a little bit better. And that Empower is stacking up. They did get that invulnerability right at that time though. Can we survive? Smashing. Super awesome. Now, let's get a Vampiric Potion. Let's get a Bloody Amulet. Let's go ahead and grab the Protective Little Purse. Let's roll. Let's continue to roll for right now. And we could potentially add in an eye lamp. Now, can we actually consider adding in an extra wooden sword? For that crit chance. For that extra bit of damage. I'm going to sell our Sign Shell so we can actually grab this leather bag. Clean this up so we can fit this up top. Add our score back in. Add in our big old banana. Add this too. And now, should we keep our wooden sword in? Or should we take it out? I think I'm going to leave it out for this round. And we are going to move on. And we'll see. Now, we do start off with a lot of stamina. So it does take a while to actually break through it. And it's nearly already gone. We are going to begin a shield. So this is going to be a good indicator to our stamina usage. Now, we did proc our potion. But just had enough stamina to smash down this Berserker. And our DPS is shot up to 61 DPS. Which is not too bad. And those wooden swords dealing quite a bit of damage. As for heals, just about 14 healing per second, which is not crazy insane. As for block, about 11 per second. Which is mainly thanks to the holy armor along with our hardwood skill. Now, I'm actually going to prioritize grabbing this eye lamp. I'm going to roll for now. Now, I'm actually going to grab this stone skin potion. And let's roll again. Now, I actually do want to grab another bloody amulet. That is going to be quite awesome for us. I'm going to slot this down here, move that up, move these out for now too. And also add in another card so we can actually have the potential to scale up a little bit more in power. Now we could be prioritizing our potions a little bit better also. So we did change this up to be more like this right now, so our potions are all in around each other. Now, do we want to heal or do we want to prioritize the Divine Potion? I think I'm going to prioritize the Divine Potion, even though we do have the Carrot Goobert. I basically just want to remove all the debuffs on us, because that's the way we're going to... That's one way we're going to lose by blind, cold. That's going to be a big, big counter to us. Well, actually, we do stack up a lot of luck. So blind not as much, but that cold looking super scary. Now, we could prioritize the Stone Skin Potion in this way, but I'm actually going to prefer this way for right now. And I'm going to move on. And we'll see. Now, at this point, he's going to be inflicting a lot of poison. So with our Divine Potion in, we should be in a fantastic spot. Once we proc our Rogue Potion again, it does. Poison is gone. Is it going to be enough though? It's going to be super close and just smashing. Holy moly, did we barely survive in that Divine Potion. Actually looking fantastic. Super awesome. We just managed to out DPS our opponents quite nicely. 104 damage crit with that one wooden sword. And that's not even coming from this eye lamp sword, which is kind of crazy. As for heals, 22 healing per second, which is not too bad overall. Well, it's not crazy insane, but with our block, with our heals, actually looking a lot better. For sure. Now we do have one more round to go, and we are going to be taking another Vampirism. I'm going to roll, and we are going to need basically one of these protective little purses. Or stamina sack. So I'm going to roll for now. That is another banana. It's also another eye lamp, which is kind of nice, and we got ourselves that protective little purse, which we are going to slot in, and this is going to be our final setup. One more roll, and that's 4 prismatic orbs. Which honestly could have been crazy fantastic for sure. We could have had 4, well actually not really, but imagine having 4 prismatic swords instead of 3 wooden swords. Definitely would have been awesome. But anyways, are we going to be able to survive with our spicy hardwood Carrot Goobert wooden sword builds? Well, let's go and see. Are we going to fall short? Can we win out? We'll see. I'm going to slow this one down just a little bit. We are going to begin a Serpent Staff, which again is going to be inflicting that poison. With that Divine Potion is going to be removing it, while also giving us a ton of buffs. They do have a ton of life, but that damage is incoming pretty strong. However, they're actually dealing quite a bit of damage to us also, but smashing. Now we got extremely lucky getting our hardwood with all these wooden swords. And especially skipping all those prismatic swords, which is straight up craziness in itself. But anyways, we ended up with a 92 DPS. Which is kind of amazing. Hardwood, still hardwood. As for heals, 15 healing per second with 140 heals. Not too bad, definitely could be better. As for block, we managed to get just about 150. So with block and healing, we did get effective HP of 290, which definitely kept us alive. And without that, we would have been in big trouble. And we didn't even proc the stamina potion, so we could have actually added in that final wooden sword. But we did need that 4 luck from the very beginning, so our carrots can stack up that power, while at least have the chance to. This build turned out to be a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. Hardwood, still hardwood. That 150% damage is still crazy good. And imagine it was 200% in the beta. Imagine how powerful these wooden swords would have been through the beta, especially with crit chance and it's getting damage on it. Insane, actually. But I'm going to leave it here for now. I just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope you see you look up for the next one. See you next time.